My story starts here, Roebuck Shopping Center, in a suburb of Birmingham, Alabama. Actually, it starts here with banana splits. I think I was watching the Saturday morning cartoon when my mom burst into the den and said, "Hurry up and get dressed. The kid who hands out balloons and numbers at the shoe store didn't show up for work today. You just got yourself a job." So before I could finish my bowl of Lucky Charms, I was out the door and on the way to my very first job. A career in children's shoe sales wasn't exactly what I had in mind, but hey, you gotta start somewhere. So I was hired on the spot at Sykes and Bratton Shoe Company on the Saturday before Easter, the busiest day of the year. Mothers back then dressed their children to the nines on Easter. The store was crazy busy. My official title was Balloon Girl, but really I served as the gatekeeper. I was instructed to not let anyone pass me without a number and to keep up with who was waiting. "And don't forget to keep the balloons pumped up," said my mom. I was scared stiff and overwhelmed, but my parents had taught me to work hard and not give up when faced with a challenge. Okay, so really the truth is, I knew my mom would kill me if I ran out of the store crying, so I just sucked it up and did my best. It was the hardest 8 hours of my life, but it paid off at a whopping $2.10 per hour, and it was mine, all mine, to spend as I pleased. It would take me a while to get rich, but hey, you gotta start somewhere. By the time I came to work for them, Sykes and Bratton Shoe Company had been open for decades. The store itself was a long, narrow space with wall-to-wall shoe boxes. The decor was pure 1960s classic and included a variety of puppets, some kind of creepy, some not so much. But Sam the monkey was the real star. He jumped up and down in a stuttering motion and the kids all loved him. Mr. Sykes was the main guy. Tall and lanky, he had a big personality and sometimes wore toupee and bolo ties. But he taught me how to sell things and how to hustle. "Now push those bottles of shoe cleaner," he'd say. "And if you have time to lean, you have time to clean." Mr. Bratton was the quiet, calming influence in the store. At barely 5'2", he was the exact opposite of Mr. Sykes. He was proud of never having a fight with his wife. "It takes two to argue," he'd say. Mr. Sykes' son Paul was the manager and a preacher on the side. Paul was a kind gentleman who liked to laugh and had a big compassionate heart. As I continued to work at the store throughout high school and into college, these people became more than my mentors. They cared for me and I cared for them. Mr. Sykes surprised me one year with a big Christmas bonus, $200 cash. I was excited and went straight to Goldbro's down the street and bought my first camera, a Pentax K1000 SLR, and then I dropped it, jamming the lens. Paul wasn't particularly mechanical, but to keep me from crying, he tried fixing it, and it worked. We celebrated with a photo shoot. Many years later, Paul was the minister at my wedding. I'm proud to have learned much more from him than just how to fit shoes. He taught me how to do business with decency and kindness. What an honor to have known him. Other adults guided me. Rolene was always ready to laugh and patient as the day is long. Helen was one of the biggest characters I've ever met. She was a psychic and claimed to have lived past lives and could make tables walk. She was pretty out there, but a hoot to work with. And I made close friends. Suzanne, Desiree, and Pierre became lifelong friends. We all agree that the years we spent at Sykes and Bratton shaped our work ethic and were a big part of making us the people that we are today. So what is a work ethic? Well, as Mr. Sykes would say, it's hustle. It's staying busy and doing what you know needs to be done, even if no one's watching. But really, the most influential person in my story was my mom. She taught me how to behave, how to work hard, and treat people right. She taught me to show up ready to work and care about what I did. So that's the story of my first job. In the career module that you're about to start, you'll be learning the skills that you'll need for your first job. You'll be practicing communication skills. You'll be researching possible entry-level jobs in the area and the skills that they'll need. You'll be practicing face-to-face communication and interviewing skills. The module will end with a mock interview with the principal or one of the business leaders in the area. So I hope this is really going to be a fun module for you. I think you guys have a lot to offer our area and our community and will be great entry-level workers. But for now, we've got to get started. And you know what they say, you got to start somewhere.